What's up guys, Sekapoko here, bringing you another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. For this we'll be going over my playthrough of Adventure Mode, some of the teams I've been using, spent a little bit of time building teams so I can use point boosted teams on every single boss and get the most out of my point boosted team for the last boss. Now I don't have either the Robin or the Gladius here, so I will be using this without any of the major point boosted units, but I will be going over some of the optimal teams that you could use in those situations in order to get the maximum amount of points and what the thinking was behind some of the raid bosses, the mini bosses that we're going into, as well as what units will then be available for the final boss after you use those characters. Before we get started, go ahead and make sure you guys hit the like button down below as well as the subscribe button down below so we get lots of support in the channel and keep the channel going. We're over 3,100 subscribers now, so thank you guys so much for support. We're growing really fast, so thank you so much for all the support. Very much appreciate it. If you do want to get notifications on all my Sekapoko videos, make sure you guys hit the bell notification down below so you get the notifications every time I drop a video. Without further ado, let's go into each of the bosses and talk about them so you guys know exactly what you're walking into when you do Adventure Mode. So the first boss here is going to be Christmas Law. Move this a little bit. So Christmas Law is going to have about 500,000 HP, and he seems like he's the character that you're going to want to kill on this Adventure Mode. Now, the reason you're going to want to kill him on your playthrough is because what he's going to do is actually swapping one of your characters with one of your characters in your middle row, as well as upon defeat, he's going to give you a 99% attack down buff for 3 turns. He's also going to recover with 30% of it in his maximum HP, so you're going to have to kill him. Now, it's recommended that you either use an attack down remover, or you're going to be using a character that does additive damage like Sabo or Inarashi. So those are the 2 characters I recommend, and I'll be using the Cerebral team for the Christmas Law version. For Tashigi, Tashigi is kind of annoying, not nearly as annoying as I originally thought, but the thinking on her is you're supposed to be bringing an Intalk team with the new Violet. Reason being is she's going to limit your chain at 1.1. You can use the Rebecca to remove the chain limiter. You're supposed to be, and then you're going to have the 2 turns of despair, which is just going to be removed by sockets. She's going to enrage after 2 turns and increase her attack by 1.5. None of that really matters because if you bring in the new Rebecca, it's going to remove the chain limiter, allow you to kill the character in the first turn. With your Intalk, upon defeat, she's going to recover her strength half her HP or 30% of her HP or whatever it may be. And you're supposed to use a double Intalk special or an Intalk and Fujitora, depending on what you're going to do. My thought is double Intalk, so you can clear the boss right afterward on the 30% counter there. She's also going to silence your units, so you won't be able to Intalk right away, so what you do is use a new Violet to remove the silence and get that. Now, however, I don't have that, so what I'm going to have to do is just beat stick my way through it, and I'm going to be using a Striker team in order to kill it, so I don't have to worry about anything at all. The new Sabo, Sabo's going to have 1 million HP, but he's going to do something really weird. He's actually going to lock your chain multiplier at 3 times, making any character that utilizes any kind of chain boosting abilities not really a good idea to bring. So Cerebral teams are probably not your best bet here. However, while doing this, I actually did find that was really interesting that he's also going to make perfects easier to hit, and he's going to make convert all your orbs into strength and dex. He has an int unit, kind of an interesting combination there. But what I figured out is like, hey, why don't you just bring a G4? Because if you bring G4, then you're going to actually be able to have full magic orbs right when you walk in, do damage to him, and be able to kill him in 1 turn with all magic orbs. What I recommend doing is bringing the Kai Sabo here as well as the new Sai Bellamy, so you have 2 Sai units that do a lot of damage as well as another fighter boosted unit like Kaya Kainu, just so you have as many boosting units as you can. Now, that was my thinking on what they thought to do here, so you can have enough damage to clear it and not have to worry about any kind of lingering effects. Now, if you aren't able to kill the boss in 1 turn, what he does is he's actually going to deal 10% of the damage back to you as a counter attack. So you can either delay here, or you can try to 1-turn him. My thought is you could probably just 1-turn this guy because he doesn't have that much HP at level 1, but he's probably going to scale much higher than any other bosses in HP because he starts at 1 million HP. So he's definitely going to be an interesting character to fight. You're probably going to have to use some kind of delayer in the meantime to 2-turn him. Well, I'm not really sure what we're going to need as of right now, but as of right now, the G4 team seems to be working okay. I'm going to be using a G4 and guard team because I don't have G4. Now, for Jewelry Bonnie is going to convert all your orbs into meat orbs, and he's going to recover 200,000 HP every turn. Now, every mob surrounding her is going to have a great shield, and upon really going below 20% HP, she's going to recover all of her health and lock 4 random players for 10 turn and enrage. That actually killed me once. It was really kind of triggering me, but it's okay. The character I would recommend bringing here is the new Raizo, because Raizo is actually convert all of your orbs into matching from the recovery orbs. It's a very, very good unit to bring, especially in this adventure mode. Now, another character to bring that I think is really helpful is 6+ Kuzan. Because if you bring 6+ Kuzan, you're going to clear all the ads around here. You're going to be able to use the Kizaru ship to get 2 turns of cooldown reduction there, 2 turns of cooldowns from your cooldown reduction, and 4 turns of cooldown reduction from both Raizos, making your cooldowns -8, which is really, really strong in this adventure mode, meaning that if you go through this in a speed run, you actually be able to clear everything in the first turn. You'll be able to clear everything and have your Kuzan special up when you reach the final room. If you don't have the ship, it's okay, because you'll actually be okay with a -6 cooldown, because 13 -6 is going to be 7, and you should be able to see 1 turn of stall and be able to get in the room totally fine without having to worry about it. And if you do have the ace ship, then you'll have -1 cooldown from that and be able to bring the Kuzan special into the room and clear the boss. If you don't have 6+ Kuzan, it's okay. Just kill the boss and then try to kill the ads afterwards slowly with whatever team you have to bring. Now, Cavendish, as the final boss, is going to have 1.45 million HP, and there's going to be 2 versions of the Cavendish. The first Cavendish is going to have a damage cap limiter, which is going to cap your damage at 50,000. The initial thought is to bring Blackbeard, but of course, not everybody has Blackbeard. So you can go through that limiting buff, but it's no big deal. There are characters that get rid of that. So the character that this is built for is actually the new Rayleigh and not the new Fujitora. So the new Rayleigh actually shines here really, really well. So if you are going to bring Rayleigh, I'm bringing a Lucy Rayleigh team to this because I don't have Rayleigh. Now Rayleigh, the reason he's good here with the new help me out. What's the guy's name? There's a guy's name. I can't remember his name. The new Rayleigh is really good here because the new Robin, thank you, that's what it is. Robin and Gladius are really, really strong here, because once you've gotten through the 2 turns off turn 4 of damage limiting effects, you're going to have to deal with going into the room and not being able to use type boost. So a character that really shines here is like Kairos, where you can bring 3 turns of type boost into the room, or like Wanda, where you can use 3 turns of type boost into the room, or a character that relies off hitting perfects and then bringing that type boost into the room as well. Now you can use delayed attack boost, and you can use delays on the boss, as well as defense down on the boss, and you won't have to worry about it. You can also use HP cuts on the boss, so you don't have to worry about high HP scaling in this one. So it is a little bit easier, and you do have a little bit more leeway when it comes to this boss, and it's going to be, I think, overall a much easier adventure mode than Whitebeard. Now, just don't use any attack boost on this character, and you should be fine. The only thing that you really want to use is a character that removes paralysis, and that should help you out. Now, the new Robin removes paralysis, and that's why she's supposed to be brought here. And the new Gladius converts block orbs into matching. So what you do is you use the Gladius first, changes the block orb. Sorry. Gladius changes block orbs into empty orbs. Robin changes empty orbs into matching orbs and gets rid of 2 turns of paralysis and delays the enemy. While Gladius also has that 1.5 delay boost, giving you that 1.5 boost while you're on the boss fight that you can actually use. And you have the Rayleigh to give you orb boost and chain lock in order to do tons of damage to the boss on that section. Now, since you have all matching orbs, you'll be able to clear the boss with that team with very, very little difficulty, especially if you last hit on the Robin, which is going to do the most amount of damage. Now, there are 3 other character slots that you can bring here that will totally make your team a much easier. My recommendation is, of course, the new Bellamy, if you're able to bring him, because if you bring the new Bellamy here instead and don't bring him on the Sabo fight, you're able to remove the damage limiting effect on the stage 4, so you don't have to take hits or stall that out, which was what I do. And on stage 5, you're able to just clear that a little bit easier if you have any other int unit you want to bring that, say, does something that is boosted. So definitely a much easier way to do it there. I'm pretty sure I'll be able to handle the scaling up to about 1.5 million without any issue if I keep this up. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for the point boosted teams. You can see we're getting on a 2 times point boost, we're getting a 3.3 times boost. It's about 9k points on difficulty 3, so it is going really well. It goes really fast. So we're able to get through this pretty easily, get lots of points all the way through. Good teams for everything, and I feel safe the whole way through. I had a 2x boost that whole time, so we're doing tons of damage. Without the 2x boost, we're definitely totally fine. Cooldown will make this a little bit faster, but try to go for the damage on this one rather than the cooldown. It's a little bit easier. Alright guys, well I'm Sekapoko, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please hit the like and subscribe button down below, and of course, have a great rest of your day. Peace.